If I had to start all over from scratch, here's exactly what I'll do to achieve more than $10,000 per month for my lifestyle business. Hi everybody, so my name is Mark, right? And so what I do is I actually help folks, right, to build a $10,000, $30,000 per month lifestyle business, right? And I'm doing this video because I just want to add some value, right? And hey, if down the road you'd like to work with me, right, that would be amazing as well. So one quick disclaimer is this post might not be for everybody, as it's super practical, right? It's not the most entertaining one, right? But it'll be useful if, right, achieving that $10,000 to $30,000 per month lifestyle business is important to you. So what to do is, right, let's get started. So if I had to start all over with zero skills, here's my personal game plan. Right, number one, right, a lot of people might tell you to go and start a business ASAP, right, build a side hustle, right, so on and so forth. I get it. But what I would do, right, is number one, I would actually do the work. So what I mean, right, if I have zero skills, instead of trying to learn, right, by paying for money or in terms of seminars, programs, workshops, right, I would actually consider, right, working for a company, whether it's through my full-time or my side hustle, right, where I'll be able to earn money, right, and learn at the same time. And working for free sometimes, right, might even be good too. Because sometimes, right, couple of reasons. Number one, right, when I work, right, when I work in an actual company learning the skills, I learn real life experience that cannot be replaced by theory or strategies or programs, right, that I can learn somewhere else. Right, so for example, right, I would rather go for 100 sales calls instead of trying to learn 100 books, right, on sales, because I will learn so much more by actually doing the work of those 100 sales calls than trying to learn any book alone. So even when I'm talking about learning, right, usually what people do is, yes, you need to read, you need to attend workshops, seminars, programs, but the best form of learning is when you actually do the work and then you learn and upgrade your knowledge or skills, right, on top of what we are doing, and you actually learn a lot faster rather than just learning completely from scratch. So for example, so when I first started, right, in about 2019 or 20, right, I actually quit my pretty well decent paying job, right, in an angel investing company to actually be a full-time digital marketer. And the thing is, I didn't really want to be a digital marketer at the point of time, but it was the only opportunity I had from an amazing company, right, I'm still so grateful for, right? But it's because that company was an education company which had speakers, coaches, investors, and all of this was specific skills that I wanted to develop and learn for myself. So not only was I being paid to learn digital marketing, running about 5-figure ads, right, in the first 30 days of starting in that job, right, I was also volunteering, right, to speak, to coach, right, to learn about investing, to attend all their free programs, their workshops, their seminars, while I was being paid to be a better digital marketer at the same time. And so one thing is, that was one of the biggest reasons why I grew so fast in a short period of time, because I actually joined a company, was surrounded by amazing people, right, speakers, coaches, right, trainers that I could learn and leverage on as well. Similarly, so when I joined Tony Robbins, right, as an affiliate, right, back in 2019, right, when starting out from nowhere, hey, besides, yes, becoming number one affiliate for Tony Robbins, right, I'll link the video somewhere there for you to take a look. I was able to also learn a lot in terms of digital marketing, right, how to manage affiliates, right, and even right now, I'm using a lot of the strategies I learned so many years ago for referral affiliate marketing strategies, and I also consult multiple, right, 7 to 8 figure companies just on this as well. So one thing to note is, if you don't wish to join a company, look to help folks for cheap, for free, right? And get results for them as well, right? So remember to collect testimonials along the way when you help people for free or for cheap. And that's the best thing you could do for now. Either you work in a company or you work for people for free or for cheap, and then you learn along the way. Okay, so the next thing, if you don't have a good idea of what skills to learn, right, and or don't have much interest in any particular topic, right, I typically like to start with high demand, high income skills, like maybe digital marketing, sales, right, video editing, AI coding. So these are skills usually that, even though I might not like it, right, at least it's a skill that can bring me up or improve whatever else I'm doing in the future, right, like sales, marketing, right, learning psychology, right, personal development, right, or even AI these days, right, software, right, that could be very useful also. So next step. So once I've developed the proven skills, right, the proven experience, I either continue serving people, right, with what I'm really good at. That means I continue doing it, right, hopefully making more money, right, and improving my salary, my income, right, so on and so forth, right, and maybe charge more, right, either my company alone or I will go for side hustles to get some clients outside of it. Alternatively, let's say if I'm good enough, I feel that I'm established, I've created results for people. So for example, I've generated about $4 to $5 million from digital marketing for other companies. The other suggestion is, hey, you can embark on the world of coaching and mentoring. And this is what I enjoy way more. I find it meaningful, right? I love teaching, I love sharing, but again, only teach and share, right, what you have already done or what you're already good at, right? Because if you try to teach or share something you just read from a book or attend a program, people are not going to know that you're not very good at what you do, and it doesn't really leave a good impression on you. So again, only coach and mentor, right, people based on what you've already achieved or what you are good at, and don't try to fake your way through. So during that period, right, so what I do is, even when I was learning, right, I will actually be engaging with folks by joining communities, sharing my lessons, meeting and helping people, right. By the way, what accelerated learning hack is to just share what you learn, right, and attending events, right, add people on Facebook, LinkedIn, right, connecting with people, right, whatever channel, increase my follower count too. So as I increase my friends, right, my followers, my connections, right, will help me a lot for the next couple of stages, which I'm going to share with you. Okay. So the next thing we'll do is what I call is creating an irresistible offer. So what I do is, when offer is, usually I'll start with maybe a 3 to 6 months, right, personalized program, right, coaching, mentoring program, where I do whatever it takes for my first 5 to 10 clients to get the results they want. So some people do agency in terms of I do it for you. Some people do in terms of teaching, right, creating, and then just giving a lot of feedback and support, and both works as well. So I'll find clients not by just posting on social media. I'll actually find clients by personally reach out to as many folks as possible who I know that can benefit, right, to share offer and share offer that is very good, right, such that it means foolish or very hard to say no to me. So even it means charging lower prices or providing risk guarantees when starting out. So the whole point here is to build credibility and success stories so that I can charge higher in the future. And it also builds another reason called momentum. Because if I try to charge like a couple of $1,000s from scratch, right, and it takes very long for you to get a first or second client, you might even quit before you even get some results, right? And on the other hand, so quick example, I was conducting free workshops for a very long time before I even started to train to coach as well. So I would conduct sessions and trainings on events, right, masterminds, investing habits, high performance, right, and that gave me the confidence, right, and the momentum to help people even further and eventually charge good amount of money for it. So that's one. Next thing, I will build skills and experience. So as I work with these clients, I'm not just helping them, right? I'm also gaining valuable experience. So one thing I know is instead of just teaching everything I know, I will also try to share the new updated strategies, right, lessons that I learned, because I get to improve as well. So I'll be hands-on. I'll help them with whatever they need, like maybe building funnels if I was in the marketing space, right, designing life plans, unlimited coaching calls, right, or creating content strategy. I'll just do whatever it took to help them because I know that I'm improving as well. So the path to success here is to make sure the offer, again, right, is too good to ignore and collect invaluable practical experience along the way. So I'll be doing all of this, right, while improving, right, and it'll increase my market value as well. So after seeing the first wave of my clients succeed, I'll start to upgrade the offer further, right, by building step-by-step playbooks, right, which is what I do right now with more than 30, 40 playbooks for all my clients, right. You can take a look, video recordings, action guides, and so forth. And so pricing-wise, as I create even a high-quality program, I will also raise my prices gradually. So for example, I'll begin at maybe $100 per month, right, then increase to $200 per month, so on and so forth. However, right, if you do hear too many no's, right, from people, you might have charged too high. So just be very mindful of how much you are charging. So alternatively, you can also create what I call a group program. So instead of a personal program, you can create a group program, right? You can't charge as much, but it takes less time and it's more scalable. Because why? In the group programs, you can teach one person, you can teach one time, but you benefit 5, 10, 20, 30 people. So you save a lot of time that way. And lastly, right, I'll create what I call a recurring lifestyle offer where clients can continue to work with me for as long as they want, which creates to recurring income. Right? So offers aside, right, the next thing I'll do is I will track and nurture my audience by providing authentic value. And authentic value doesn't mean using AI, right, to create 50,000 posts, right, which doesn't really make sense or does not personalize to you. Right? I'll create an authentic value by sharing what has worked for me, my personal stories, my personal mindsets, my values that's going to benefit people as well. So what I do is I can post daily right now, right? A daily email, right? You don't have to, but I like it. I mix up the content, right? Sometimes videos, and always aim not just to teach, right? But to share my journey, my lessons, my documentations, right? Along the way, right? I'll share my transformations for myself, my clients, right? Share valuable lessons along the way, right? And through my journey. So my goal here will be build connections, show credibility, and demonstrate my expertise, right? So that's something that you can do. And when it comes to sales, right, so my main goal from my content, right, my emails, right, is just to invite people to a one-to-one call with either me, right, especially when I'm starting out. In the future, you can get another salesperson if you need to, right? So these calls will be value-adding sessions, whether folks work with me or not, and I'll only offer my services if they feel we are a right fit, right? Because I don't believe in high-pressure, sleazy sales calls. So once a month, right, I'll organize what we call a conversion event, right? Maybe a workshop, a free event, a webinar, right, or even launch a lead magnet, right? To not only add even more value to my audience, but after that, I can invite them to a one-to-one call with me afterwards. And remember, the more one-to-one calls, right, you or your team do, the more sales you'll make. The next thing is I will just start building a team. So I'll start with a part of full-time team member to help handle my operations, right? Have someone to grow my content, right? Client success manager help upgrade my product further, and someone to potentially help with sales as well. So I just build a team, right? And that will increase, right, the amount of value, right, I can bring. Because why? As I focus on higher value activities, right, as my team handles the ones that might not be my strong points or might not be worth as much time or money for me, right, I get to focus on higher value activities or just to take some time, free time to enjoy my friends and family as well. Lastly, if I've not done so by now, I'll engage a mentor, right? Someone who has achieved what I really wanted, right? To accelerate my entire progress, right? So for example, when I first started, I invested $30,000, right, into a coaching program to accelerate my entire progress, and I made about 6 figures in 6 months, right? In the first 6 months of my business, right? And so at the end of the day, I also plan to have a maximum team size of about 4 to 5 people for my lifestyle business. So, personal evolution, right? So during this entire period, right, all the way from the beginning, I will continue to upgrade myself in terms of my mindsets, right? Me as a person, being in terms of mindset, productivity, strategic thinking, leadership. I'll continue to learn to read books, right? And continue applying what I learned to implement, right, the lessons I've learned, so I can become a better coach, a better leader, and a better person overall. Because one thing I realized is the better the internal, right? The more we work on the internal, right? The better the external as well. And so this way I get to continue, right, to better myself so I can continue to serve my clients, my community, right, my customers, right, and is what leads to a fulfilling and meaningful life for me, to allow me to live a life of freedom, fulfillment, traveling wherever I want, right, still make the money I want, but still be able to take care of my family, my friends, right, and my loved one. And so that, with a final recap, number 1, start with a foolish to say no one-to-one offer and gradually increase your prices. Number 2, for every result or client, right, success you can help create, collect testimonials and share them so more people will know about you. Right. Number 3, consider launching a group program while adding upgrades to the product over time. Number 4, during this period, continue creating content, engaging with people, letting people know what you do and what you stand for. Focus on creating credibility, connection, and demonstrating your expertise. Right. Next one, every month, right, create 1 or 2 conversion events so you can invite more people to a one-to-one call where you add value and present your offer after. Next, when you have the resources, hire and delegate your tasks so you can focus on activities that are of higher value or those that you enjoy or you're great at, such as direct coaching, strategy, content, or just improving the product itself. Right? And lastly, continue upgrading and leveling up you yourself personally so that you can never stop growing too. And so there you have it. That's my straightforward plan of hitting more than $10,000 per month, right? Profit for my lifestyle business, right? And still have the freedom, time, energy to do what I want. If you have any questions, share them below and I'll answer every single one.